right now because literally I have to do this.
That's okay. I can edit it. That's why I didn't want to move because it's so comfy here. I got a heated blanket.
Yeah, so it's my channel now because she always does workout stuff. Yeah, and she never gets any subscribers. So this video, we want at least 1,000 people to watch it.
Welcome back to my channel. As always, I am very excited for today's video, and this one is extra exciting because, as you can tell from the title, I will be talking about the 75 medium challenge, what it is, and where I'm at with it right now. But before we get into any of that, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Samantha, or Sam for short, and I'm a certified personal trainer as well as a weight loss specialist. So if any of that is of any interest to you, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be informed when I upload all of my future content. You can also go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sammy for short. Now, with all that being said and out of the way, let's jump in to the video. Well, 75 medium is a trend that's going around on TikTok. It was going on more specifically a couple weeks ago, and this is basically just a modification of 75 hard. Now, 75 hard is a challenge that was created in 2019 by Andy Frisella. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It is basically a 75-day challenges with rules consisting of choosing a diet and sticking to it, as well as cutting out all alcohol, doing 2 45-minute workouts a day, and one of them has to be outside, drinking a gallon of water a day, reading 10 pages of a motivational book every single day, and taking progress pictures every single day. And then if you miss any of these rules, you have to start the 75 days all over again. Now, this challenge can be very beneficial both mentally and physically for those that do partake in it, but some people noticed it didn't fit into their lifestyle. I think specifically, yes, women have done it. I'm not saying they haven't. But there are a group of us women that didn't really feel like it fits into our lifestyle, and you could definitely tell this was a challenge made by a man. Specifically for me, most of it wasn't too challenging, but the 2 45-minute workouts a day and one being outside is not always the most realistic thing when you have kids, or even if you don't have kids. It's just not the most realistic thing for everybody, especially in the area that you live in. Like, right now it's super cold. None of us are trying to get our workouts in outside. So again, there was just a lot of people who didn't necessarily resonate with the 75 hard challenge. So then I also saw there was 75 soft, which was a modified version or an easier version of 75 hard. And those rules consisted of exercising for 45 minutes every single day with 1 active rest day a week, following a healthy balanced diet, limiting alcohol, having 3 liters of water a day, reading 10 pages of any book. And I didn't hate this, but this is something that I felt like I do a lot of these habits anyway, so I still wasn't super motivated on doing this challenge. I just wanted something a little bit different, like an in-between of the two. And this is when I finally came across a couple of TikToks that were talking about 75 medium. And this was creators coming up with their own rules for this challenge that specifically pertained to them. And so I was inspired to come up with my own set of healthy habits to follow for the next 75 days. My 75 medium rules consisted of strength training 3 times per week, 2 lower body days, and then 1 upper body day, as well as 1 Pilates workout per week. So that is 4 workouts per week, and they're usually anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour long, just kind of depends on the workout. I then also wanted to take a daily walk and or at least get 10,000 steps in my day-to-day life. I also wanted to include daily yoga or at least a daily stretch. I would like to go on a hike 1 to 2 times a month. Obviously, that's very dependent on the weather right now because it is February. Having 2.7 liters of water every single day. Eating 80% whole foods. And no eating out unless it's a special occasion. So like this month, I don't have a Valentine's, but I am going to be taking my son out for Valentine's food. Or each month, me and my sister try to get together once a month to try and just have a sister bonding day. So usually it does have food involved. So special occasions like that, like I will already prepare for. And usually those are on weekends anyway. So again, as long as like 80% of the time I'm eating well and I'm not eating out. Specifically, I don't want to be going through drive-thrus. But if it's a sit-down restaurant, it was like an occasion or event that happened, that's different. Reading 5 pages of a fiction book and 5 pages of a non-fiction book every day. And then having weekly progress photos instead of daily progress photos. No alcohol, which I don't really drink anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then having a Sunday reset, which is like a bigger clean with laundry and like cleaning my makeup brushes and stuff. And then a daily mini clean, as well as journaling and manifesting every single day. So those are all my rules, but if I'm being honest, I did try to start this journey on January 2nd, and it went really well for the first couple of weeks, and then it quickly went downhill. So from the 2nd to the 6th of January, it was really good for me because I was in between jobs at that point, and so I had a lot more time to be working on these healthy habits. And even as I started my job within the first week and a half, I was still able to keep up with it because I wasn't working full-time hours. I'm still not working full-time hours yet, but I wasn't working very much within the first week and a half, so it still allowed me the time to work on those habits. And then by January 15th, I ended up getting sick and was out of commission for a couple days and ended up having to basically not do any of the habits that I had planned. And this is really where the start of my inconsistency happened, and pretty much almost caused me to give up altogether. Not to mention this was also around the time that the TikTok ban was about to happen, and not that I only want to do this for social media, but why I do social media. Like, if you notice, I don't have a lot of followers on any of my platforms, so it's not really for anyone else, it's for me, but having an outlet to post it on makes me feel more accountable, which is why I do a lot of the posting that I do. It's not necessarily for views, it's not for money, it's just so I feel more accountable in case somebody does see it. But with TikTok getting banned, and that's really where I was first promoting this 75 medium challenge, I was like, oh, it's gone anyway, I don't need to post about it, so oh well. And so that plus getting sick kind of culminated into me being less motivated to continue with the challenge, and I almost gave up. However, I did get disappointed in myself, and I slowly started wanting to implement a lot of the habits that I put in my challenge and slowly start incorporating them back into my normal life without posting about it and without being super hard restrictive and calling it a challenge at the time. I just wanted to implement some of the healthy habits back into my life. And then once I felt more confident, I was able to promote it and bring it in full swing to start the 75 hard challenge all over again. So on February 3rd, I officially started the challenge once again, and I posted about it on TikTok on February 4th. And honestly, I've been doing very well since then, and I'm continuing to get better and better with it as time goes on. And so far, I have been extremely consistent with my workouts, nutrition, alcohol consumption, my cleaning, and my water intake, so those have all been great. However, some aspects that I'm not fully consistent with is the daily yoga. Even though I am stretching every single day, whether it's stretching for my workouts or stretching before play rehearsal or both, or just stretching while I'm hanging out with my son, I am stretching every day. I'm just not doing like full yoga videos I would normally like to do. And I haven't hiked yet. Again, it's February, it's been snowing, so it's really hard. I have been doing some outdoor walks though, but I just haven't gone on a hike yet, but we have the whole rest of the month to figure out a day to get it in. And I'm hoping the weather will clear up soon enough to do so. And I've been doing really good with daily walks, but I haven't been doing them actually every single day. So the days that I can't get outside to do a walk because it's too cold or I don't have the time or whatever it may be, I will take walks around the mall, or I'll intentionally go to the mall just to walk around like some of those old people there. Or at the very least, I'm still getting my 10K steps in every single day. And reading for me has been more frequent, but it's still definitely not daily. I think about doing it daily and then I just don't know what it is. It's really hard to get me to read. But that's actually why I incorporated both a fiction and a nonfiction book, because I used to be all obsessed with nonfiction and motivational books, and it's been really hard for me to read those. So I, a couple months ago, got into reading nonfiction, and so it's like a reward for me. It's like if I read the nonfiction book first, 5 pages of that, then I get to read the more fun fiction-based story. So that's why I've been doing both. I'm getting better at it. I'm doing it at least a couple times a week. It's just not daily yet, so I want to work on that. And finally, I have not taken any type of progress photos yet. I am kind of scared too, but I know I just need to rip the band-aid and do it. So my first progress photo will be on Friday, and I'll try to do it Friday every single week. Now, with all of this being said, I am not going to be starting over anymore for the 75 days. Even if I miss 1 or 2 things. If you noticed, again, I've been missing a couple, but it's not going to cause me to start over or recount it. I had considered doing that, but I just want to keep pushing through because I'm doing really well on so many of the other habits, again, with the nutrition and the fitness, which was my biggest goals. And so I just want to keep pushing through the challenge and just make more of a conscious effort to focus my upcoming days and weeks on the aspects of the challenge that are harder for me. I'm not going to give up altogether because I've already done so much with the other rules or habits. So if each day I'm thinking about, okay, I need to get better at reading, let me focus on reading today. I get that and it's going to become a habit in and of itself. Same thing with the yoga, same thing with everything else. I just want it to come into the rest of the challenge naturally, and I think that's going to be a really great way of me sticking with it. And I'm hoping within, who knows, maybe the next 2 weeks or so, I'll be able to have all of these habits ingrained in me as hard as the nutrition and the workouts, and it will become second nature. And obviously throughout this process I will keep you updated here on YouTube as well as on TikTok, possibly Instagram as well, throughout the rest of this challenge. And my end date will be April 18th, and I am incredibly excited to see what progress I can make within this time frame over the next couple of months. And if you would like to continue seeing this journey from me, again, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, as well as follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, where I will share more updates on this. And while you're at it, make sure you give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know if you would like to see any more specific content related to this topic or any other topic. Just let me know in the comments down below any content that you'd like to see from me in the future. And that's it. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go, but before I do, I want to remind you all to stay positive, be active, and most importantly, do what keeps you healthy.
I'm not hating.
You are hating.
I'm not hating.
You are hating.
So, like we said, we want at least 1,000 people to watch this video, and hopefully we'll reach it to 1,000 subscribers. See ya!